Picking the correct steering wheel is one of the most important modifications you can make to the interior of your vehicle. This is made difficult by the large number of options available. It's made even more difficult by the fact that modern steering wheels are more important and better than ever. They include features like audio, Bluetooth, cruise control, and of course your airbag. So before hopping online and picking the perfect steering wheel, here are a few factors to consider. The Mport steering wheel in my 540i is a perfect example of what to look for in the daily driver steering wheel. It offers many of the important features I mentioned earlier, including audio control, cruise control, and an airbag. For daily use, leather is preferred as it's easier to keep clean, easier to control with an ungloved hand, and very durable. Also, the large 15-inch diameter makes slight corrections in traffic simple and precise. This steering wheel would be the perfect upgrade for anyone with a standard wheel. So, when starting your steering wheel search, looking for a wheel like this that is a factory upgrade is always a good place to start. Here we have two steering wheels that at first glance look very similar, but on further inspection show some key differences. The first difference is the amount of dish or depth that each wheel has. Changing the dish of your wheel is the perfect way to tune the distance of the wheel from the driver. You want the wheel placed so that it is easy for you to gently rest your wrist on top of the wheel while you are fully restrained in your seat. Another difference is the material that the wheels are made of. On the left we have a pleather wheel, and on the right we have a suede wheel. Leather and pleather are excellent for controlling with a bare hand, while suede and alcantara are perfect for gloved hands. Suede and alcantara will offer perfect grip, but require greater maintenance to keep clean and well maintained. Both wheels are 13.75 inches in diameter. This is a popular size for aftermarket steering wheels. Going from a larger factory wheel to a smaller diameter aftermarket wheel will give the feeling of having a quicker steering rack. However, if you go too small, it will add too much effort to the steering and make driving unpleasant. Another important feature to consider is the thickness of the steering wheel. For a street-driven car, a thicker steering wheel is better as it allows you to get a better grip on the wheel. However, for a track-driven car where you will likely be wearing gloves, going for a thinner wheel is a better option. Once you've selected the correct steering wheel, you will then need a hub to allow you to adapt the standard 6-point bolt pattern of the steering wheel to the spline shaft of your steering column. It is important to buy a high-quality boss, as this is the only connection between your steering wheel and the steering column. Another option to consider at this time is a quick release. There are two standard styles of quick release. There's a splined quick release and there is a ball bearing quick release. Selecting between the two really comes down to personal preference. Really the key to picking the proper wheel is knowing what you plan to do with it and then going from there. Is it going to be a daily driven wheel? Are you going to the track? Are you going to wear gloves? Are you not going to wear gloves? For me, I picked the steering wheel on the right because I plan to wear gloves, so I picked suede. I needed a 3-inch dish, so that's what I bought. And I got a spline style quick release to make it easy to get in and out of my aluminum race seat. But for my daily driver, I left in the factory wheel. It was comfortable, durable, and had all the features that you'd want in a modern vehicle. So before you go and replace that factory steering wheel in your daily driver, take a moment to think about if it's really worth it. Maybe even consider having it rewrapped or looking for a factory upgrade with new options or better looks. So I've created a simple flow sheet to make it easier to select your wheel. How to use your car. Is it a daily? Then I would get a factory upgrade or maybe rewrap the wheel. If it's a track car, go with an aftermarket option. With your aftermarket wheel, are you going to wear gloves? Then get a thinner suede wrapped wheel. No gloves, a thicker leather wheel would be better. How much dish do you need in your wheel? It depends on your car. So measure your seat and your hub to find out. Are you going to get a quick release? Do you have a race seat? Then I would recommend one. You can get a spline or ball bearing. If you have a regular seat, you probably won't need one, but if you do, you have options. What diameter should you get? A smaller wheel will provide a quicker and heavier steering, while a larger wheel will provide slower and lighter steering. And that's it. It's that easy to pick your steering wheel. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them below, and good luck picking your new steering wheel.